Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Who Series 2, Episodes 8 and 9. This is the two-parter called The Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit. Ooh. No, I love these episodes. It's one of my favorite two-parters of the Tenet era, and definitely, I think it's like my second favorite of this season for episodes, right behind Girl in the Fireplace. Um, I don't know that it's a classic base Under Seeds episode, which I feel like we haven't had in the revived series. You know, it was a staple of the Tennant era, and I'm glad they brought it back because it's much more modern. It feels fresh and new. I like how the stakes are higher because the TARDIS is lost for the majority of the episodes. So the Doctor and Rose, for a while, they think they might actually have to stay there forever, which is kind of sad, But Rose doesn't really seem to care that much. She's like, well, as long as we live together. Ooh. By the way, I'm not the biggest fan of the Doctor and Rose's romance. I don't like when the Doctor is romantically involved with anybody except for River Song because he's closer in age to him, but I've talked about that in my other videos. The I like how the crew is very three dimensional. All the characters are really well written. Especially, I like the captain a lot, and the woman that goes with the doctor to the base, and the the guy who gives up his oxygen for the others to survive. That guy was really nice too. I don't remember the names, but I like those characters. And Toby was very creepy as the devil. Yeah, this story has the devil in it. I haven't mentioned that yet, but yeah, it's very like sinister and vague at what's going on until kind of the end, which is kind of cool because it keeps you on your toes. Reminds me a lot of the plot of Alien, just kind of a base under seeds thing, and they kind of just get killed off one by one, and a few of them survive. More people survive than Alien, so I'll give it that. I love Tennant's speech at the end to the devil because we get to see him figure it out in real time. You know, uh, I like when the Doctor kind of goes on these monologues and he explains the plot to himself because he's figuring it out with the audience. I feel like it's a lot more organic than the way Chibnall writes it because the Doctor's just saying like things that are very obvious and for no particular reason at all. Like this is actually him figuring it out, which is cool. Rose doesn't really get that much to do here. Like she's okay, but she doesn't really get that much to do here. Most of the battle character moments are focused on the crew itself, like I said. There's a really creepy moment where this one girl's there on NCC's Toby like break the glass and fall away. Really creepy scene now, and the Ood are very menacing. The Ood are interesting for well characters in Doctor Who because they're a mostly peaceful race, but also they could just turn evil at the drop of a hat. Um, and I like the idea. Well, I don't like the idea of it, but I like the concept that slavery is still a thing in the future. Because we see them as lesser life forms, we being the characters, the humans. It shows that, you know, we're still, humanity's still not the best in the future because, we see them as less than human. So I guess we haven't really changed much since the 1800s. So that's sad, but it's an interesting concept, and I feel like it works very well. And I like how the Ood come back in Planet of the Ood, but we'll get there in a few months. Don't worry. But yeah, I thought it was a great story, very intense and emotional. When the characters die, you actually care about them, as opposed to other episodes where you're just like, oh no, it's a red short that dies. These characters, they actually have more, they're more layered. So when they do die, you feel for them. Or when they're about to die, you're like, oh, I hope they get out of this one. So yeah, really solid two-parter. I'm surprised this is the only episodes this writer ever wrote for Doctor Who. I'd love to see him come back someday. Even though it's been like 16 years. Oh my God, this episode's 16 years old. But yeah, there's some foreshadowing that Rose is gonna die soon. but she doesn't die, so I don't know what that was about. But yeah, besides that, I loved these episodes. I'm gonna give it a B plus. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of them, and I will see you guys Friday for a much worse episode called Love and Monsters. Uh, Not a big fan of that one. I think it's Russell's weakest episode, but we'll talk about it on Friday. So subscribe if you want to watch that. And I post a lot of other videos, mostly TV, movies, books, whatever I'm into at the moment. So subscribe if you want to see those. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Peace.